Good morning.
Good morning.
I just came from the gym and I decided, look at me, that I was not going to take off the sweat because I was trying to record. You know you can't record inside of a locker room, and there were a lot of people there as I'm walking out of the gym. As I'm looking at myself, I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because people have been looking at me in passing like, what kind of sickness
The back of your neck.
does she have? But that just goes to show that I was working my tuchus off. Boy, listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna wipe this sweat off now, and actually I'm gonna go home and take a shower. See, what my dear darling daughter back there fails to understand is that everybody has a different body type, and that everybody has a different amount of body fat to lose. Some people have the same. People's muscles have different stamina. So for somebody like Flaquita over there, that workout, and as a matter of fact,
go check out my Instagram page.
Stop it. And as a matter of fact, we did a workout together, the three of us. It was family motivación. I know that's not, I don't think that's how you say it in Spanish, but motivation, I said it with a Spanish flair or fling. I'm trying to get her out of the camera. Stop it so I can do my thing now. Now, what she doesn't seem to understand is that what makes my body sweat like this may not make her body sweat like this, because she also just looks the way she looks. And she sweat a little bit, but
I'm just strong.
Yeah, she's been building muscle,
Yeah,
and she's been building muscle. So they both are in
building flexibility.
that's her muscle.
Huh?
So with that,
Wait, what? What did you say? What?
I
What?
said you've
Look
been
at
building
Kiara.
muscle.
Oh my
So,
god.
Don't do that. So
Don't harass her
don't do that.
outside
Don't do
of
that.
the
Don't do that.
Don't harass her.
Both of you, strike one.
Strike
So
one.
either way, fix your eyebrows. So either way,
Me?
yes.
See you.
Look in the mirror. I had a good workout this morning, and I did not stick to my everyday schedule like I was going to before, but a little bit at a time. When you fall off the horse, so to speak, you got to get up and keep riding. When I learned how to ride my bike, I think I told this story before. I'm not sure if I documented it on video, but when I first learned to ride my bike, my mom was in another world, so to speak, and she didn't teach me. And so I believe, if I remember correctly, some of my family can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I ever had a bike with training wheels. And I definitely did not learn to ride a bike with training wheels. Someone donated a bike that they were going to throw out. I think it was my mom's friend Carmen, if I remember her name correctly. She had two sons, and they had a plethora of toys and things and whatnots. And every time they were finished, that's how I started playing with boy toys. And I think that's how I became a tomboy growing up. Because I had a lot of boy toys that were really cool, that were donated to me from her. I don't know, God rest her dead, because she probably passed already. I'm not sure of that, but if she didn't, sorry, Carmen. She gave me a bike, and the bike was a two-wheel bike, and it was kind of high for me, but I was determined to ride. And so when my mother was caught up in her world, and my brother and I were like kicked outside or told to go outside, and we had to spend the entire day hungry or not, use the bathroom or not kind of thing, I would ride my bike. And I would get on, and I kept falling. I still have a mark on my shin. I think it's the left side till today. When I finally started riding the bike, I had a big gash on my shin, and it was thick. It was bleeding thick. And I didn't notice it because my motivation said, I'm going to ride this bike around this circle today. We had a circle in our neighborhood that we don't have, a circle of, it was around grass. The grass was circled so you can ride around the pavement. It was a good distance. Stop it. It was a good distance. And I scraped up my knee, and all I knew was, I'm riding. And I burst inside. I interrupted whatever was going on. And I believe the door at that time might have been unlocked, even though there were a lot of days when we were just locked out. But when I learned how to ride it, I remember running back in, so maybe that wasn't a lockout day. And I said I rode my bike and I was bleeding, and I didn't notice until my mother said, or somebody pointed it out, "You're bleeding." And then I started to cry. The bottom line is that I bled, but I rode. I rode, but I bled. No, I bled, but I rode. That's the right way to say it. But anyway, ambition, motivation, persistence. Each time I did not ride the bike, or each time it didn't work, each time I fell, even if it wasn't that particular day, like I'm saying, even though if I skip a day, 2 days, a week, I keep picking myself up, and eventually I will learn how to ride this bike. I will ride this bike. I will get to my weight goals, and I will maintain it. Because regardless of how I fall off, and regardless of how my motivation fails me at times for whatever reason or whatever's going on internally, I'm going to keep pushing myself like I always do. Slow or not, I'm going to push myself until I get to where I'm getting, or get to where I'm going. All right? The push is real, people. Push, push. Peace.